Hello everyone, it is me, Zane Rosemary, and today I'm back with another video. This I will be doing a scratched video about current my current work right now, which is this. As you can see, it's a TV on a computer specifically. Now this TV is not just like a stare at TV. It is actually a fully functional TV. Now let me show you. When you click this flag on Scratch, it will do that. It starts up like an actual TV with like the Samsung. And then it tells you what it is. It's HDMI 1. And then after that, you can pretty much do stuff with it. If you click the button right here to the right, you can access pretty much. I have a thing where if you click right arrow key, it will go to input. Left arrow key goes to power, and then down key goes to settings. And you press the up key to get rid of that. Now each one has a function, like the real thing. So say you wanted input, right? Well, if you just go to here and click it, it pops up the input list from 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then TV. How this works is once I click it, it will pop up and will switch to a different screen. Now it's the same it's the same sprite. It's just the only difference is once you click. The only difference is when you click it, it switches to a different HDMI each time. Now, how this works is it's a very specific program that I've run. Just quickly show you this. Now, this is the TV's program, if you want to know. So basically, this is when you click the flag, this is what runs the animation. This is what it looks like. And then when space is those, and then the animation. And there's an animation where when you click space, it shuts the TV off. Which let me just show you that real quick. See, it shuts the TV off. Now this is still a work in progress, especially right now. It's still work in progress. It is not shared yet, but it is I'm still working on it. And this program is very complicated. This has a lot of messages, basically sending message stuff to different parts of sprites. Now how this works is see, these are the costumes. Each one has a certain setting part. This is basically when TV's off is this costume. This is when you see the flicking motion, and then it turns back off. And then you have this, which means it's on, and until HDMI, and then 6, and once you hit 6, it stops. But these are the sprites that when you click the input button, they switch to these. They will switch to these costumes, and only those costumes. And then you can have it where you click it again, you'll set it back. So when you have this one, which is when the TV first starts up, you can go back to this one as well. Now, I always keep it at state 1, so once it's going to get shared, so once it gets shared, I'm going to have it to where you can actually look into the TV and actually watch something. That's still work in progress right now. Let me just save that for right now. Now, let me show you this one. This is your indicator light, which is, if you look, this little red dot right there. That is what tells you if the TV's on or off. So right now it's off, so it's gonna be like that. But when I click the flag, there's a message that when you turn the TV on, it sends a message telling this to flicker, is go on and off, which is this is the program. And then this is when I do like selections. Say if you want like to go to your menu settings, it flickers, basically flashes. Now each one has a certain thing. The settings, I just added this just yesterday, has this. Basically, this is what your settings looks like. Let me just quickly zoom that in for you. This is your settings. Basically, brightness, sound. So brightness, sound, standard. Basically, your soundy TV, like standard, surround, a movie, and then your TV startup sound. I didn't have enough room to do that. But it's high, medium, or low. Basically, what the sound is. I'm gonna add an off soon. But how this works is if when you click it, see if notice if you click it. I started work on that. That's for my other one. My other one has that feature. But when you click import, it flicks. See, and each one when you click it, it will set it to right one. Now, there's a feature here. This is power button. And this actually, when you press it, shuts the TV off. In some, if you don't have, say if you don't have a computer that, and don't have the, you can also, when you can't hit the flag, or if you don't want to, you can, there's this button right next to the other one, which you can click, it'll turn the TV on. And notice how the animation's going with the light. It flicks. That is basically spatial. This will always pop up. It will never be a thing, but it will always be there. Now, what I just added, this is still not accurate, but still in like a stage thing. But this is basically volume control. That means you're going up volume. This is when you're going down in volume. That's still work in progress thing. I still gotta fix that. Now I'm so far, and then also I have added. Let's see, your menu. Basically, when you have like menu, this is what your menu looks like. I'm sorry if you can't see it, it's a little bit small. This is your menu. This is what it looks like. It's just this. This is what, and then this is like basically when your TV shuts off, it goes to this blank kind of thing. I recommend not deleting that. If once I share this, if you guys want to check this out, I recommend you not deleting that because that will mess with the TV's function. And always save after you do something. I always turn the TV off when I save. That way, when you first go onto the project, it's off, and then when you turn the flag, click the flag that pops in the center screen, it will turn itself on. And each of these is an individual sprite. So let me just turn that TV on quickly again. It's gonna take a minute to warm up. That's a 2007. I found that from the internet. But the TV turns on, right? Power with HDMI 1. Now, I have the, so when you click the menu button, which is down below, it pops up this menus, right? Well, there's power, import, and settings. Each of these are individual sprite, which right now I'm on the power button, which is when you click these arrows, this is the program, down arrow is press A, it will go to the first costume, which is basically, you can't see it, but it's just a normal power button. And then when you press the left arrow, which is that's when the words, see, the words come up. And it's all the same for each one. Input, same thing. I gotta delete that because that's useless. I had to save that later. I'll save it again. I gotta do that again. Save. Where's the thing? Turn that back on again. Sorry if I have to annoy you with that sound. It's a thing for the TVs. Basically, once it warms up, it'll do this. So like flash for that. That'll work. Clear menu, as I was saying with menu. Each function, there's a certain function to each one. Settings looks like a gear, kind of. I did a circle with lines. I couldn't find anything more detailed than that. But everything works the same like that. It's the same thing, except it's up arrow to get rid of it, to go off, and down arrow to make the words pop up. Volume control, that's the same thing. Basically, you have S to go down and then W to go up with volume. Then you also have, these are the sprites for the, this is basically HDMI 1 for the import settings. So when you click import, these are all individual. So basically input, HDMI 1, 2, 3, and TV are all on the one same setting. So when that opens up, they all pop up. So when you click each one individual one, when you click 1, 2, 3, 4 or TV, it switches to whatever HDMI it's set to. Whatever HDMI you click, it goes to that HDMI screen. And each is individual, but when you click it, it will disappear. See, it disappears with the menu. So if you want to pop the menu back up, you just click it again. Pop menu come up. There is also these, when the gear icon box, which is down here. When you click it, I still have to fix that. It pops up the settings, which is everything that it needs. As the brightness, sound, basically sound of the TV or its speaker sound. Is it surround? Standard, I got the standard basically meaning like normal. Surround meaning like around the TV. And then movie basically mean like it sounds like a movie theater or something. And these basically sound those are just gonna be like for show, they're not gonna do anything. They're just like a thing. But when you click when you click the TV or whatever you click on TV, it will make the menu disappear. Right now, I am still working on this project. It's a beta stage. It was very, very hard to do. It's very complicated. A lot of mess. Basically, if you wanted to remix this once I shared it, I recommend that you do not delete any of these messages at all, because that will affect its process, basically of how it works and everything, because each of these buttons does one thing. If one's screwed up, the whole thing's screwed up. And I do not recommend pressing space when you turn it on, either when you press like the flag and press space. Do not do it, because that will screw with the screen as well, very, very much, as well as the indicator light. But so if you want to just turn it off, you just go boom. I also have mobile keys, which I is for input, your E is for power off, in a sense. If you want to like be more specific, settings, I'm working on that. That's gonna be S. Well, not S. That's actually gonna be. That's for the volume. Settings is probably gonna be A key. I believe it's gonna be A key or whatever key I set it for. But each one of these is a certain thing. And these are the switches. Basically, here's your power on. So when you click this, it broadcasts message 1, which makes TV turn on. Menu, which basically message 2. And this is when you want like to open the menu. I forgot what that is. The message 2 makes everything pop up, but when you click it again, it makes everything disappear. And I don't know. I have to check what that does. Basically, that makes that TV flicker. Basically, message 2 is what makes the menu pop up. In a sense, I gotta turn it back off again. And then, yep, that's mostly it for that. This one is a different it's the same exact model, except different startup sound. Now, how this TV works is exact same as the other one, except its program. You see, that's the program running right now. Right after this disappears, that program shuts off. Now, this one, I have to update my other one. This one has it when you click the settings bar, the indicator lights up. As you can see, it flashes. That's what I'm gonna do to the other one, is add that same feature. There's about 16 total messages. Basically, these is when you see these, when I receive or broadcast message. That means when it receives it. Basically, broadcast means to send the message out to whatever you have. The Sprite has that program in it with when I receive the message, it will make that whatever program you have set up to it. It will make that do that program that you have set. Now that is basically it for this video. But I basically wanted to tell you, these will be coming out to my Scratch channel, my Scratch profile. This is the name of my Scratch. If you want to look me up, or if you just want to look up the name of this, I recommend doing 2010, and then the other one's 2000, but they're all both the same. But I recommend you search up this when I'm done with it. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye. And have a great day.